Who would have thought that the glamorous life behind the scenes could turn into a terrifying nightmare? The Asian entertainment world has once again been rocked by a scandal that was unimaginable until now. Dylan Wang, the handsome actor known for his charm that has captivated millions of fans worldwide, is now in a state of uncontrollable rage. The reason? Bai Lu, the beautiful actress who has captured the public's attention with her stunning acting and natural beauty, has become the victim of stalking by a mysterious figure whose identity remains a major mystery. But wait, is this just the beginning of a bigger drama? Reliable sources reveal that this situation has been going on for weeks, perhaps even months, without the public's knowledge. The mysterious stalker not only follows every move Bai Lu makes, but has also managed to penetrate the most intimate aspects of her daily life. From peeking at her shooting schedule to knowing the details of her residence, this shadowy figure seems to have unlimited access to the actress's personal life. However, the most surprising thing is Dylan Wang's completely unexpected reaction. The actor, who is usually known for being calm and professional, is now showing a side of himself that the public has never seen before. His anger was not just ordinary anger, but an emotional outburst that shook the entire production team and his inner circle. Dylan Wang is even reported to have taken a controversial decisive action, forcing the entertainment industry to question how far the boundaries of protection should be extended for celebrities. This incident began with what seemed like a trivial incident but turned out to be the start of a terrifying psychological terror. Bai Lu first realized something was wrong when she began finding strange items around her filming location. Flowers from unknown senders, small notes containing obsessive praise, and most terrifyingly, photos of herself taken without her knowledge in various private situations. Initially, Bai Lu's management team tried to handle the situation internally. They assumed it was just the actions of a fanatic fan that would eventually die down on its own. However, their assumption was completely wrong. The stalking became more intense and organized. The mysterious figure even managed to obtain Bai Lu's personal schedule, which should only have been known to her inner circle. The situation reached a critical point when Bai Lu began to feel someone constantly watching her, even when she was at home. This sense of insecurity began to affect her performance during filming. Her colleagues noticed a drastic change in Bai Lu's behavior, which had previously been cheerful and energetic, but now became more vigilant and easily startled. What made the situation even more complicated was the way the stalker operated. He did not make direct contact with Bai Lu, but his presence was always felt. From the reports that were gathered, this figure seemed to have in-depth knowledge of the entertainment industry and how it works. He knew when Bai Lu would be at a certain location, who would be present at the filming session, and even details that were supposed to be confidential. The turning point came when Dylan Wang, who was collaborating on the same project with Bai Lu at the time, began to notice drastic changes in his colleague. As someone known for his high sensitivity to those around him, Dylan Wang couldn't ignore the increasingly obvious signs that Bai Lu was under immense pressure. A private conversation between Dylan Wang and Bai Lu finally revealed the shocking truth. When Bai Lu finally shared the full details of the terror she had experienced, Dylan Wang's reaction could no longer be hidden. Eyewitnesses reported that Dylan Wang's face changed drastically, from a look of shock to obvious anger. However, Dylan Wang's anger was not solely due to empathy for Bai Lu. Further investigation revealed that he himself had also become a target of surveillance by the same mysterious figure. Photos of him with Bai Lu in various settings, both during filming and during breaks, had been circulating on various online platforms without permission. This indicated that the stalker was not only interested in Bai Lu but also in the professional and personal relationship between the two actors. This discovery led Dylan Wang to take a very firm and controversial stance. He no longer trusted the conventional approach that had been taken by the management team. Dylan Wang decided to take the initiative himself to protect Bai Lu, even if it meant he had to face various parties who might disagree with his approach. The first step Dylan Wang took was to use his personal connections to hire a professional security team experienced in handling stalking cases against celebrities. This team was not just ordinary bodyguards, but specialists with expertise in investigation and counter-surveillance. This decision caused controversy because Dylan Wang took this action without going through the official procedures usually followed by agencies or production companies. The second action taken by Dylan Wang was to completely change his work patterns and interactions with Bai Lu. He ensured that every meeting between them, whether for professional purposes or to discuss security issues, was conducted under strict security protocols. Filming locations were moved without prior notice, schedules were changed suddenly, and access to information about their activities was restricted to only those who were truly trusted. However, the most surprising action was Dylan Wang's decision to face the media directly. In a surprise press conference that shocked the entire entertainment industry, Dylan Wang made a very emotional and firm statement. He not only confirmed the existence of serious security issues but also issued an ultimatum to those involved in the stalking. Dylan Wang's statement at the press conference went viral within hours. He firmly stated that he would not tolerate any form of violation of Bai Lu's privacy and security. Furthermore, he promised to use all the resources at his disposal to ensure that the stalkers were found and prosecuted in accordance with the law. What made Dylan Wang's statement even more controversial was his promise to personally protect Bai Lu. He stated that until the issue was resolved, he would ensure that Bai Lu received adequate protection, even if it meant sacrificing other projects that had already been scheduled. This statement sparked various speculations about the true nature of the relationship between Dylan Wang and Bai Lu. The Asian entertainment industry immediately reacted to Dylan Wang's statement. Some praised his courage and concern for his colleague, while others questioned the professionalism of his actions. Criticism mainly came from those who believed that Dylan Wang had overstepped his authority by taking actions that should have been the responsibility of the agency and official security personnel. However, the strongest support came from fans and fellow artists. Social media was flooded with messages of support for Dylan Wang and Bai Lu. Hashtags related to the case became trending topics across various platforms, highlighting the public's significant interest in the issue. Fans not only offered moral support but also began conducting their own investigations to help identify the stalker. Meanwhile, Bai Lu's condition has become a major concern. Although she is trying to remain professional and continue her work, the psychological impact of the prolonged stalking is becoming increasingly apparent. Her close friends report that Bai Lu is having trouble sleeping, is easily startled, and has lost her appetite. This situation has made Dylan Wang even more determined to resolve the issue as quickly as possible. The security team hired by Dylan Wang began to show results. They successfully identified several patterns in the stalking activities and gathered evidence that could be used to track down the perpetrator's identity. The investigation revealed that the stalker was not just an ordinary fanatic fan, but someone with access and sophisticated knowledge of the entertainment industry. The most surprising discovery was that the stalker had connections within the entertainment industry. This explained how he was able to obtain such detailed information about Bai Lu's schedule and activities. This finding complicated the investigation, as it raised the possibility of an insider aiding or at least providing information to the stalker. Dylan Wang did not remain silent in the face of these developments. He decided to conduct an internal investigation within their circle of work. This decision caused tension on the set because everyone felt suspicious. However, Dylan Wang did not care about the criticism. For him, Bai Lu's safety was the top priority that could not be compromised. The internal investigation revealed some shocking facts. It turned out that there were several members of the production team exhibiting suspicious behavior. One of them was an assistant who had been selling information about the filming schedule to a third party.